Hey LEGO fans, it's Ben from Bricks and Pieces. Thank you for tuning in to today's video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at LEGO Architecture, Sydney, Australia, set number 21032. This is now a retired set. I picked this up at my local Toy World for $49.99. When you build this set, you build 4 different components. You build the Sydney Opera House, the Sydney Harbour Bridge, Sydney Tower, and the Deutsche Bank Place. So here we are taking a look at the finished set. Once this set is built, it is 25 centimeters wide or 10 inches, and then 20 centimeters high or 7.9 inches. The reason why I purchased this set was my partner and I recently went and visited Sydney. So along with all the photographs, the picture frames, we actually went and visited the Sydney Opera House, the Sydney Tower, and also the Sydney Harbour Bridge. It was one of the most amazing experiences that we had both ever undertaken. And to be able to stand next to these great feats of architecture just absolutely blew our minds. We had a blast, so when I got home, I've seen this set, I just had to buy it and add it into my collection. It's going to produce a lifetime of memories every time I get to look at it. Now some cool facts about each item in this build. The Sydney Opera House is a masterpiece of modern architecture and one of the most celebrated buildings of the 20th century. Set against the stunning backdrop of the Sydney Harbour, its shells appear like billowing sails filled by the sea winds. Since its opening in 1973, the Opera House has become one of the world's busiest performing arts centres, welcoming over 8 million visitors a year and staging almost 2,000 performances annually. Another cool fact about the Sydney Opera House is it has over 1 million hand-laid bricks on the roof. So all of those sails, there is 1 million tiles. That, seeing pictures, I didn't know. Until I got up close and actually seen it, it just blew me away. Now let's talk about the Sydney Harbour Bridge. The Sydney Harbour Bridge was opened on March 19th, 1932, after 6 years of construction. This famous Sydney symbol is constructed in steel and contains 6 million hand-driven rivets. The top of the arch is 439 feet or 134 metres above sea level. The 160 foot or 49 metre width deck makes Sydney Harbour Bridge the longest wide-span bridge in the world. The Sydney Tower has been an integral part of the Sydney skyline for over 30 years. The 1,014 foot or 309 metre tall tower is the tallest structure in Sydney, and its 420 windows allow the perfect view of the city. If you spent the whole day in the tower's observation deck, you would be the first person to see the sunrise over Sydney and the last person to see it set. The last component in this set, the Deutsche Bank Place. Although a recent addition to the Sydney skyline, the Deutsche Bank Place is nevertheless one of the city's most distinctive structures. Completed in 2005, its unusual design was guided by a narrow building site and the need to ensure sufficient sunlight for the surrounding public spaces. Constructed in concrete, glass and steel, the 790 foot or 240 metre building was designed by the internationally renowned architect Foster and Partners. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video with this set, LEGO Architecture 21032, the Sydney, Australia. I really enjoyed the build in this set because of the amount of information that they provided in the instruction booklet. I enjoy reading about how things were made, when they were made, and just the history of things. You know, maybe that's why I'm such a big LEGO fan. So before I end each video now, I'm going to do a shout out of my favourite picture of the day, just to share that LEGO love. So today's shout out comes from A. Folzen Beer, Dana Point, California. with this picture of the minifig on the beach with the sun in the background. This picture really caught my eye and I really enjoyed it. If you want your picture shouted out in my YouTube video, tag me on Instagram, Lego Collector 2019. I'll try and feature everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, jump down, hit that thumbs up button, leave me a comment below. Also, don't forget, hit that big red subscribe button. I really enjoy the love and I enjoy seeing people subscribe to my channel because I know you enjoy my content. Alright guys, until next time.